ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತು? ನೇಮ್ ಪೀಕಾಕ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯು ನೋ, ಐ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಐ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಕಾಕ್. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ? ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಕಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಟರ್ಕಿನ ಅದು ಫೆದರ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಟರ್ಕಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಟರ್ಕಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪೀಕಾಕ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಪೀಕಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಂ ಕೆ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರು ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅದರ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So permit me to talk in English, which I am more comfortable. I am sure all of you will understand and appreciate. Can I? Yes. Thank you. Respected Additional Chief Secretary of Department of Youth and Sports of Government of Karnataka, Madam Shalini Rajneesh Nayak, my good friend and colleague and brother University's Vice Chancellor, respected Dr. M. K. Ramesh, Dr. Vishal Rao, my colleague, surgical oncologist, Mr. Pratap Lingaya, the state officer, the DHO, Dr. Indra, Karnataka Red Cross District Chairperson, Mr. A. B. Shetty, and Dr. Padmanabha, and more importantly, my dear friends, NSS volunteers who are here. About me, I am basically a cancer surgeon. It's about working in cancer for about 40 years. Before taking over as Annapriya University's Vice Chancellor, I was the director of Kidwai Cancer Institute, Bangalore. I belong to Bangalore. Why I said it is where I started having stress, which Dr. Shalini Rajneesh was talking about. Stress. What stress? As a doctor, every day I have to see 100 patients minimum. And at the end of the day, when I get up from my OPD with a sickening feeling, neither they are happy nor I am happy for more than one reason. And if I start deducting the reasons, it will be under 3 headings I can say. 1, availability. That is why they are coming all the way 500-600 kilometers to Kidwai from North Karnataka, etc. And those days there were no schemes. So we used to get from Bihar, Orissa, Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala to Kidwai. It's a regional cancer center, now state cancer institute. So availability was a problem. Then comes why they came to me. I used to think not because I am a very famous doctor as Dr. M. K. Ramesh is depicting. They came because they cannot afford. They came to the public utility because they cannot afford. And then the third thing is, in their place, it was neither available, it was not accessible. So we'll look at it at 3 years. Availability, accessibility, and affordability. If we look at these 3 aspects, today, I don't know, youngsters, you may or may not know what is happening to the availability. Giving an example of Bangalore city as an example. There was only one cancer center in Kidwai in 1980, from 72 onwards. Today there are 17 centers. 17 centers in Bangalore city alone treating cancer with at least 1 radiotherapy machine to 5 radiotherapy machines in each centers. And all comprehensive treatments are being given. So that made the treatment available to them. Then comes the accessibility. Who has to make it accessible? And which is related to basically affordability. In Karnataka, I was in government service for 31 years, so still I will be talking as though I am a Kidwai director, pardon me for that, I am not. In Karnataka, they started what is called as Vajpayee Arogyasri scheme under Swarna Arogya Suraksha Trust, which empowered everybody, particularly the BPL, below poverty line people, to get treated at that time 108 centers in Karnataka, including private sectors, including corporates, and empowering them with 2 lakhs of rupees per person per family. This is the beginning. Today, you all know that the Pradhan Mantri Yojana, that's called as PMJ, it's under that we have got what is called as Ayushman Bharat, and it is amalgamated in Karnataka called ABR, Ayushman Bharat Arogya Karnataka, under which 5 lakhs of rupees is empowered on everybody, every family, including the below poverty line. Below poverty line, in simple English, is poor people. They are empowered. So, then what is the problem today? That's where I am coming to, and I have taken that one small issue only today as far as NFA is concerned. What is that issue? So we have made it affordable, that is, government is taking care of money, thanks to the PMs and CMs and governments, they have made it. Then why we are having problem? The problem is due to two. One is the incidence numbers, as pointed out by Mr. Pratap Lingaya, it's the second largest. In India, if you look at the numbers, about 13 to 14 lakhs of patients are there at any given time, out of which 1/3 of the cancers are due to infectious diseases like viruses, HPV, like that we told. The another 1/3 is because of the lifestyle factors, smoking, diet, etc., etc. Only 1/3 are not under control by genetic, etc. When 60 to 65% of the cancers could be easily preventable and controlled, then why we are sitting and seeing all this in such a disease status is the question everybody should ask themselves. To give one anecdote, what happened, I was the task force chairperson of Vajpayee scheme and cancer at that time. First year over, World Bank came back to analyze what we are doing in Karnataka with respect to Vajpayee Arabist scheme. To their surprise, still my memory is good, 5,000 cancer patients were treated that year with one intention called palliative chemotherapy. I don't know how many of you know palliation. Palliation means not curable, we just give only to relieve the symptoms. Then the World Bank people who supported the scheme with money asked what happens to those 5,000 people. Obviously, I am the chairperson, they looked at me. So I have to say, basically we don't know because most of them would have been dead. They looked at me, what do you mean by 5,000 people dead given after giving such an amount of chemotherapy? The answer is yes, because that is what advanced is all about. Where am I coming is, they are presenting to us in cancer centers and other hospitals in such an advanced stage, the amount of money, effort, and every possible treatment actually sincerely goes waste. So, we suddenly look at not only their affordability and accessibility was an issue, it will come to your mind, they are not reaching us in time. Maybe the lack of awareness is the issue. That is where we started back in NFA, where the report is all about. You may be asking, I'm just talking something, with one man experience, we are talking something you may tell. And look at the ICMR data. As on 2020, the ICMR data says only 12% of the patients who are attending the cancer hospitals come in early stage. Meaning, 88% of them are coming in such a late stage, we are not in a position to treat them effectively and cure them. So, I thought when I moved from Bangalore to Mangalore, the best way I have to do is to use the NSS. They are all thinking I am doing something good to NSS. No. I am actually using NSS, thanks to all of you, that I started creating awareness. The only way, according to me, is create the awareness to you, through you, to your parents, to the other public, so that this 12%, at least before I die, can become 24%. That is, every fourth person will be coming to the stage, in an early stage, where our effective treatment, what is available today, all over Karnataka, including Bangalore city, as I said, 17 centers, but that can be better utilized, more importantly, effectively, and all of us who are sitting here should aim at that. That is the only thing I have taken as a slogan. You come early, we can cure it effectively. In fact, I was just telling madam, when I got up, I saw so many blues. You know whose t-shirt is this? Any idea? No. It's Yenapaya University. We started the program, so my friends donated this. Through some friends, we collected money and we took it. University I didn't take because at that time I was young. They won't give money. This was from personal relationships with which we collected the money and did this awareness program. That is how we started our journey in 2015-16. We started, I moved there, I started cancer awareness. What did I do? I just called my people who are sitting there lecturing the students. You know, they only lecture. You know the teachers, no? Many times they don't follow. Don't tell them, no, you will fail. So they only talk. So I called them and told them, do something more than just talking in the classrooms. I took 6 months to tailor them to talk what they should or they should not in the public, because they are thinking everybody is an MBBS student. Bhashana odeyode 1 hour. Who will listen to 1 hour? So we did that. Then came the next part. Where to go and tell whom? Thanks to Mangalore University. Mangalore University NSS coordinator program also supported us. So 3 districts we covered: Dakshin Kannada, Udupi and Kodagu districts. The first program was there. 13,500 NSS program volunteers were taught what is early detection, what is cancer, what are all the signs and symptoms of cancer, so that how we can prevent it. If they get it, where all they can approach free of cost, they can get treated, etc. was told for 3 main cancers. Oral cancer, oral means boy cancer, breast, another cancer. Third one is cervical. Why only 3? Somebody asked, one student asked that, so I am answering. These 3 cancers form the major component of Indian population. That is, even today, as on Globogan WHO fact sheet, you will look at it, it is there. After all, as I am talking, you are going to Google search and see whether I am telling the truth or right. Earlier we could not do that, now you can do right now. Globogan 2020, see. 51% of the women suffering from cancer are suffering from breast, cervix and oral cancer. 26%, 20%, 5%. 51% of the cancers of the women today in India are suffering from these 3 cancers only. Oral, cervical cancer and breast cancer. So we concentrated on them. Why women, you don't ask me. One woman is saved, whole family is saved. I am a man talking, you have to take it. So it's not a man who cannot be saved, but unfortunately, these 3 cancers they ignore. The women in the rural population, you go and ask, why they come to stage 4, you ask them? Not because of ignorance, not because of that. Standard answer is, ನಾನು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಹಣ ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋರು ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಿಕ್ಕವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. This is the standard answer. That means they are more worried about the family, keep on postponing, knowing there is a problem. They may not know it's cancer, but they know there is a problem. They allow it to grow. So this ignorance, we want to break it and create an awareness to the rural population, basically. And that's what we did through the NSS first. Thanks to the Honorable Minister of NSS, Department of Youth and Sports, and the Additional Chief Secretary, they realized, sitting in somewhere in Mangalore, some old guys like Vijay Kumar are doing something. Thanks to them, they called us and said, what are you doing? Why don't you do it for the whole state of Karnataka? That was our first project. NSS supported us by creating awareness through the NSS program officers and coordinators. 4,000 people are there in Karnataka in all universities, 40 universities, and 4 lakh population of the NSS program volunteers. Through them, we have started training them. That is what is happening. Because of COVID, it got delayed, but again, we have picked up. We have already completed 29 out of 40 universities. We are going to complete soon. This is what we are doing. And one more problem happened was, as I started in the beginning only about language, as I am talking in English. So we created all this, dubbed in 7 languages. Voice over was given in 7 languages. The The PowerPoints and the other written material is in Kannada and English, no doubt. But the voiceover is in Kannada, English, Hindi, Bari, Konkani, Tulu, and Malayalam. So 7 languages we are taught so that when we go deep into the rural population, I'm talking about Mangalore, Udupi district, etc., they only speak Tulu. So we cannot be searching for somebody to speak Tulu, or as I am just telling some story about peacock and started talking in English, that I can't do that. So that is what we did. And once we did it and empowered everybody, every NSS volunteer was given that CD and we said, you go and do it. And we took the frequently asked questions over phone, etc. Apart from this, effectively, whether it is effective or not, we didn't know. So I approached Tata Trust to help us know the impact of what we are doing. We trained the Anganwadi and Asha workers in Udupi district, 2,000 people in the same machine. Plus, we taught them how to screen because they're healthcare workers, how to screen and early detect. So we wanted to train them. We trained. But I was thinking, it's a self-criticism or self-introspection to see what I'm doing is good or bad. So the Tata Trust helped us by funding a project separately by the third party to know the impact analysis of what we are doing. And that impact analysis report was presented to the whole of the country and we modified it, and now we move to the next level. Seeing all this, I have to tell you, as somebody told, if you do good work, you are seen. If you do bad work, you are again seen. You are understanding. People think that only good work will not be seen, only bad work will be seen. It's not so. They do. Suddenly, Rotary International of and Mangalore came to our help and said, you are doing all this, we will give you a fully equipped NCD vehicle designed by me. They gave 1.5 crores worth vehicle as designed by us, wherein we can do mammogram, do colposcopy, do all the tests. And that name I have given is Well Women Mobile Clinic. Why you would be asking me, why not call it as cancer? Of course, we do other things also like non-communicable disease, diabetes, hypertension, and anemia. The problem I learned in Kundua is, whenever we went to the camp and do something called as cancer awareness, everybody will come and see the movies which we talk and we see, and nobody will come for screening. Nobody will come for early detection. That is the block they had when you use the word cancer. So we are trying to call them as wellness, women wellness clinic. You won't believe at least 100 to 200 people come every camp, and that's what we are doing thanks to Rotary International who gave us. The next component would be again seeing this. We wrote, along with the state officer, Mr. Pratap Lingaya, we wrote a project that the remote, the tribal people, we have to approach. See, it's like this, if you cannot make the mountain come to coconut tree has to go to mountain. You have to go there. They won't come. I don't know whether you people know anything about tribal, you're all young. There are certain communities that are dwindling, but they won't come. They won't come to the hospitals, so we have to go. So that's what we did, and the project was accepted and supported thanks to Madam Shalini Rajneesh. It is going on now well in 5 districts of Karnataka. So Udupi, Dakshin Kannada, Chamarajanagar, Kodagu, like 5 districts we are doing it, and currently it is going on in a most effective way thanks to the local administration, district administration supporting us in all these districts we are covering. The answer here, what I am trying to say is how well this story is. I used NSS. You may ask why I am again and again I'm using the word. In Kidwai, when I was there, 20 years we used to do campsites and I had to analyze. You won't believe me. 20 years of data when I analyzed, it was 1.5 lakh population we have covered. In 20 years time, 1.5 lakh, I don't know whether you youngsters know the population. Actually, she said in her talk, it is 7 crore. Every district has got 30 to 40 lakh population, out of which you divide by 2, adult population will be 20 lakhs. And I am covering at 20 years 1.5 lakh population. Then I thought I have to use an organization which is already systematically well organized. That is how I said NSS. I am thankful to NSS. Today I came only to not to teach you, to thank you all. Because of you we could do all this. And because of the youth who are ready to go to the rural, we are ready to go to the public, you are ready to go to the people and teach them what we have taught you. You are actually our ambassadors. To teach the youth is more important, so that through you, we call it as TOT, training of trainers. Actually, I am training you people so that you will go and execute it at the rural level, at the ground level. And that's what exactly is happening today. And all this we could do, thousands and thousands of, it's a ripple effect. We also call it as cascade effect. I touch you, you touch others, like that it move on. And that's what we could do. And all this we could achieve because of NSS, thanks to the officers, thanks to the secretary, additional chief secretary, and the minister for the youth and empowerment, where without their political will, government support, and the bureaucratic support, we will not be doing what we are. We are very grateful to you, madam, and all other officers. Thank you very much. The scientific section is going to be in the after this. I will be definitely joining you if necessary. I will take up questions about whatever you want to know about cancer. We will discuss. And in this program, I didn't want to mix up science, but I will be there talking to you, helping you to learn, understand, and help us to learn how we have to modify through you people. Thank you very much, and God bless. Jai Hind.
Thank you, professors. And I know I'm here only to MC, but I would like to just indulge a moment and thank almost 35 years ago, my grandmother was in Kidwai, admitted due to cancer. And sir might have been instrumental in treating my grandmother. And 35 odd years later, I express my sincere gratitude for being instrumental in that. So thank you so much, sir. Okay. Back to the program. Felicitation has been an expression of good wishes and congratulations. I now request Shri Pratap Lingaya to present a memento to today's chief guest, IAS Dr. Shalini Rajneesh, as a token of appreciation and gratitude. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Vasant Shetty to felicitate Dr. Vijay Kumar, VC of Enipoya University. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Ashwini Shetty to felicitate Dr. Ramesh M.K., Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We have now come to an end of the inaugural program, and folks, let's just always remember, every finish line is the beginning of a new race. I now call upon Dr. Vasant Shetty to deliver the vote of thanks.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಯುವ ಸಬಲೀಕರಣ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಇಲಾಖೆ, ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಗಳ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಏನಪಯ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ, ಭಾರತೀಯ ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈ ದಿನ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಅಭಿಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರಾಗಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಸೇವಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಕೀರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳೆಸಿರುವಂಥ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅಪಾರ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಾಲಿನಿ ರಜನೀಶ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ NSS ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ತುಂಬ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಗೌರವಿತ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ MK ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಘನೀಕೃತ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠತೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪಠ್ಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಾದಂಥ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಕೀರ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ MK ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಅಭಿಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಅಭಿಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನನ್ನು ತಾನು ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಯುರೋಪಿಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಗೌರವಿತ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ M ವಿಜಯ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳು. ಭಾರತೀಯ ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿರುವಂಥ AB ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಹಾಗೆ DHO ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕಾರದ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಮಿತ್ರರಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವಿಶಾಲ್ ರಾವ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ರಾಜ್ಯದ NSS ಕೋಶದ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ ಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಸ್ವಯಂ ಸೇವಕರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ತಮಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ.